everyone, this is Tony from her Homestead Skills again, and today I'm going to can some spiced pears. Not a lot of them, you know, maybe I'm hoping to get 5 to 6, maybe 7 pint jars, but we'll see how many we end up. So it is going to be spiced pears. They're going to be canned, and that way I can pull them out as dessert at any time. All I need to do is add a little dollop of vanilla ice cream, maybe even chocolate ice cream for those chocolate lovers, of which I am one. Okay, so here we go. To make spiced pears, what I have is I've put on a pot. Well, let's put it on the stove. There's a pot of water with, I've started with 2 quarts of water here, and I'm going to add a cup of brown sugar, a teaspoon each of nutmeg and cinnamon, and after that I'm going to try to cut the pears in half. If not, I will quarter them and peel them and core them, and then I will blanch them in this mixture and put them in the jars. Okay, so yeah, these pears, actually I am going to get some lemon water because there's a strong possibility that these will also turn brown fairly quickly with the air. So, okay, so I'm adding some bottled lemon juice, and that should hopefully take care of our issues here. And they're a little bit firm, just to use something to core them, so I'm just going to have to do them with a knife. So core and peel. This is a little bit more labor intensive than doing other fruit, but well worth it. Oops. As I said, I would have preferred to halve them, but they're a little bit on the firm side, and you want to do pears that are firm. You don't really want to can pears when they're soft, because they'll just go to mush. So, okay, getting there. Actually, I've added just a little bit more nutmeg. Actually, I've doubled the amount of nutmeg and sugar and cinnamon that I've put in the water. Didn't seem quite enough for the amount of pears I had, so I have 2 teaspoons of nutmeg, 2 teaspoons of sugar, and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, and 2 cups of sugar. And hopefully that isn't too much, but I don't think it will be for the amount of pears that I have. So the kitchen is smelling wonderful right now, and that is boiling, or it's being put on the stove to boil. So when all the pears have been peeled and cored, they will be blanched in that mixture before they're canned. Okay, I'll get back to you when I have peeled and cored all of these. Okay, so now I'm drained the lemon water from the pears, and I'm going to put them into this concoction of brown sugar, cinnamon, and nutmeg, and let blanch it for 5 minutes. Okay, there we have it. And meanwhile, I will prepare some jars, some lids, and rings, and everything else that we need. Okay, so we'll leave that on to boil and blanch for 5 minutes now. As you can see, these pears are bubbling away quite nicely, and actually my timer is about to go off in about 30 seconds, so that would mean that they have been that the time is up. Okay, my timer went off and we have blanched these pears for 5 minutes and they are ready to be put into the jars. I have 6 jars here. I don't think that it'll take that many, but we'll see what happens. So first I'm going to load the jars with pears and then we'll add the liquid afterwards. And of course we're going to use the liquid from the blanching because it's got all the spices and sugar in it. Okay, go to the next jar for the time being. And because these are in quarters, they are a little more difficult to pack tightly, but they don't have to be packed tight. Just determine what we need in it after a few jars have been loaded. I really do not want to poke holes in these, but ow, is that ever hot? Okay. Yes. Might be a better way to go here. And they're still fairly firm, which is good because they have yet to be canned. Okay, I'm going to go to the next jar. Surprise, surprise, I may be getting more jars than I thought. It would appear as though getting somewhere in the range of 2 pears per jar. So that's 2, 3, 4 quarters there. 5, 6 quarters. 7. And 8. Yes, if I pack them a little neater, I could have done that right. That's better. Okay, I'm going to pack these jars and then I will get back to you. Okay, I've managed to pack 5 jars, which is what I expected. And now I'm going to fill it up with the liquid from the blanching that contains the sugar, cinnamon, and nutmeg. And then we do want to make sure that we remove all the air from this before we can it. Now I've tasted it and I don't find it overly sweet, which is fine. And here's bits of nutmeg. Okay. We certainly want to leave enough headspace here, so I'm going to have to be a little more cautious of what I'm doing. This one is going to need some removed. A few of them will. Okay. Ouch. Already hot. Okay, so that's done. Now I'm going to do the usual, get a paper towel with some vinegar, clean the edges, put on a lid and a ring. They look wonderful. Okay. Spiced pears. Canned and ready to enjoy with some ice cream. One, two, three, four, five. Am I a lid short? No, there we are. Okay. I thought perhaps two of them were stuck underneath one of these rings, but no, two of them were stuck in there. Okay. Now I'm going to wash out this pot and use it to water bath these, so I'm going to have to put some water in and get them to a boil because I can fit 5 jars in this pot, so that's what I'll be doing. Okay, there's my 5 jars in this pot of water, and we'll bring that up to a boil. It is hot water, but it just wasn't boiling water, so we'll bring that up to a boil, and then we will water bath can these pears for 20 minutes. Okay. Oh, almost forgot. Add the rest of my vinegar to this pot of water to keep them from going cloudy. Now that's how I make spiced pears. Okay. Okay, well there we have it. I've just taken them out of the canner and we have 5 pint jars of spiced pear. Yummy. They'll be ready to eat with ice cream at any time. All I have to do is open up the jar and plop some of this yummy goodness on top of some cold ice cream. So that's my video. I hope you enjoy it, and we'll catch you in the next one. Have a great day.